Section 2 of the SmartLyte Plus training will walk you through the process of preparing the analyzer for operation. Please take a moment to review the topics listed here before moving on. On the SmartLyte Plus. Install optional accessories such as barcode scanner, keyboard, or RS-232 connection by plugging the accessory into the appropriate port on the back of the analyzer. Any wired or wireless USB barcode scanner or keyboard will work for entering patient information in addition to the on-screen keyboard. Always plug accessories in prior to the analyzer powering up. Installing the fluid pack on the SmartLyte Plus. To install the fluid pack, start by removing the protective strip. Save the red protective strip for disposal of the used fluid pack when full. Once the protective strip is removed, be sure to keep the fluid pack upright to avoid spillage. To install the fluid pack, with your right hand, hold the analyzer firmly, keeping it from moving, while using your left hand to slide the fluid pack into the analyzer. Powering up the SmartLyte Plus. Locate the power switch on the back of the unit and make sure that it is in the off position. Plug the power cord into the power receptacle module on the back of the unit, and then plug the cord into a grounded electrical outlet 100 to 240 volts AC. Now turn the power switch to the on position. The unit will automatically begin initialization. Approximately 2 minutes are needed for this process. Connecting the SmartLyte Plus to a network provides advanced options such as automatic date and time adjustments, software and firmware updates, data export and download, remote access, and remote customer support. To set up the Wi-Fi, you must first log in as an administrator in order to access the network settings. In addition, you will also need a network name and password to continue with the Wi-Fi setup. To connect your SmartLyte Plus to a network using Wi-Fi, start at the main menu and select Instrument Settings. From the Instrument Settings menu, select Network. Then select Wi-Fi Setup. From the drop-down menu, select the network that you would like to connect to. Enter the password, then press the green checkbox. To exit Wi-Fi Setup, select the blue back arrow. If the connection is successful, then Connected to, the network name will be displayed along with the network connection indicator icon in the top right-hand corner of the display. Use the blue back arrow or home icon to exit. If the connection is not successful, Unable to connect, Try Again Later will be displayed. Use the blue back arrow to enter the Wi-Fi setup menu again. Alternatively, if no Wi-Fi access is available, you can also connect to a network by plugging a LAN cable into the LAN port on the rear of the analyzer. After successfully connecting to a network, it's important to check for software and firmware updates. Failure to update the most recent software and firmware releases may affect the full functionality of the analyzer. Instructions for software and firmware updates can be found in Section 1.5 of the Operator Manual. Updating the SmartLyte Plus software. Keeping the analyzer's software updated is a crucial part of the functionality and should be checked often to ensure the most recent software and firmware updates are installed. In order for the analyzer to check for software and firmware updates, the analyzer must first be connected to the Internet. To connect the analyzer to the Internet, follow the instructions in Section 1.5 of the Operator Manual. To check if your analyzer is running the most current software or firmware versions, start by selecting Instrument Settings from the main menu. The current software and firmware versions, along with the date of the last update, can be found by selecting Instrument Settings, then System, then About, followed by System, then Update Instrument. After selecting Update Instrument, you will be prompted, "Are you sure?" Press the green check mark to check for updates or the home icon to return to the main menu. Never power off the analyzer while initiating an update. If the analyzer is up to date, the screen will display "App is up to date." If the analyzer is not up to date, it will automatically start downloading the most recent update. The analyzer will automatically install the new updates following the complete download. When installation is complete, the analyzer will reboot in order for the update to take place. Upon first powering up the SmartLyte Plus electrolyte analyzer, you'll be prompted to set the date and time. The analyzer allows users to display and print dates in 3 formats. Adjust the date and time by touching each field. Once complete, press the green checkbox to save changes. If the analyzer is connected to the internet, either through Wi-Fi or LAN, the date and time will automatically be updated to the analyzer's current time zone. If no internet connection is established, the date and time can be customized. At any time the analyzer establishes a connection to the internet, the date and time will automatically reflect the analyzer's current time zone. To customize the date format, you will first need to access the date and time settings by pressing the Home button, or forward arrow to access the main menu. Select Operator Settings, then Set Date and Time. Use the drop-down menu on Format to select the format of dates for printing and display. Once complete, press the green checkbox to save the changes. If the SmartLyte Plus will be tested in veterinary mode, the changeover to vet mode should be done at this time because all the settings entered after this point will be erased. See Section 8.6 for the conversion procedure. Setting up a user on the SmartLyte Plus. When initialization is complete, the main operations menu will be displayed. Press Operator Settings, then User Settings. Press Login on the User Settings menu. The user login entry screen will be displayed. Touch the username cell to bring up the screen keyboard. Enter the default username admin when setting up for the first time, then press Enter. Touch the password cell to bring up the keyboard again. Enter the default password admin, then press Enter. Press the green checkbox to save. If successful, Login Successful will be displayed for a few seconds. If not successful, Invalid Username Password will be displayed for a few seconds. Try again. Username and password are case sensitive. Administrator Setup for the SmartLyte Plus. To limit access to the analyzer settings and its data, a new administrator with a secure password needs to be set up. Be sure to save the username and password since the default admin account will be deleted. The new admin username and password is needed to log in and access the advanced settings. Press Operator Settings on the main menu Operations menu, User Settings on the Operator Settings menu, and then Add User. Admin must be logged in to add new users who will be classified as operator or administrator. Enter the information for the new administrator. At Type, select Admin. Once information is entered and passwords saved elsewhere for future reference, press the green checkbox to save the data. After User added successfully, press the back button, then press User List on the User Settings menu to verify the addition of the new admin. To delete the default admin, press the trash icon, then press Yes. After deletion, the screen will show the updated user list. Press the back icon to return to the Operator Settings menu. Press Add Users to add other users or select Home to return to the main Operations menu. The administrator can add users at any time when logged in. It is recommended that administrators log out after completion of setup so that settings cannot be changed by other users. Setting the language on the SmartLyte Plus. The factory set language for the SmartLyte Plus is English. To change the language, the admin must first log in. From the main Operations menu, press Instrument Settings, then Set Language. Press the button for desired language. To confirm selection, press the green checkbox. Once language change is confirmed, press the back button to step back to the Instrument Settings menu or the Home button for the main Operations menu. Installing printer paper on the SmartLyte Plus. The printer paper is heat sensitive on one side. Please make sure that you insert the paper roll correctly. Open the main door and place a new paper roll in the paper tray. Fold the printer paper as shown here. Feed the creased end into the printer below the rollers. Press the Paper Feed button to completely feed the paper through the printer. By pressing the Paper Advanced button once, the paper will automatically advance 4 lines. Pressing the button more than once may be needed to feed the folded paper completely through the printer. The thermal printer paper supplied by Diamond Diagnostics contains an indicator strip to alert you when the paper roll should be changed. To avoid damage to the printer, do not pull the paper out of the printer. Use the Paper Feed button to advance the paper through the printer. Checking the fluid pack status on the SmartLyte Plus. The analyzer will automatically read the fluid pack information when installed. To check the fluid pack status, you can access the information by pressing the Pack Status button on either of the main menus. The information about the pack includes its lot number, expiration date, number of samples remaining, and the volume consumed. Parameter selection on the SmartLyte Plus. The factory set parameter configuration on the SmartLyte Plus is sodium, potassium, chloride, and calcium. To select a different parameter configuration, start from the main Operations menu. Press Operator Settings, then Change Electrodes. This will bring up the parameter configuration section. The configuration in green is the current configuration. Press the desired configuration in blue to change. Open the main door to verify the electrodes configured in the tray match that on the screen. If installing electrodes for a new parameter configuration, press Maintenance and proceed to cleaning condition according to steps in section 1.5.12. This should always be done on electrodes after installation. When the configuration shown here on the screen is selected, only lithium results are reported. A working sodium electrode is required for the lithium measurements. Install the sodium electrode and calibrate for lithium. Maintenance on the SmartLyte Plus. Prior to performing the first calibration or running the first sample, the SmartLyte Plus electrolyte analyzer needs to undergo a simple cleaning and conditioning procedure that helps ensure the analyzer will perform properly. This procedure should also be performed at the end of each day after samples have been tested, upon installation of electrodes, and if it's been more than 24 hours since the last cleaning and conditioning. The process involves cleaning the sample path and conditioning electrodes. The bottles containing cleaning solution and electrode conditioning solution should be available along with a pack of lint-free tissues that will be used to dry the probe. Always check the expiration date on the bottles of the cleaning solution and the electrode conditioning solution. In some cases, when the analyzer prompts you for an action and you do not respond within a set period of time, an alarm will sound and the unit will discontinue its current operation. To begin, press Maintenance after installing electrodes or in the main operations menu. If the Clean and Condition buttons are orange, these tasks are required before calibration. Start by pouring a small amount of cleaning solution into a cleaning container or sample cup. On the display, press Clean. Follow the prompt Open Door. Upon lifting the sample door, the pump will begin to turn. When the prompt Load Sample is displayed, dip the probe into the cleaning solution until the white probe closed door is displayed. Use a lint-free tissue to remove the cleaning solution from the probe and then close the sample door. To condition the analyzer, pour a small amount of conditioner into a clean container or sample cup. When ready, press Condition on the display. Follow the prompt Open Door. Upon lifting the sample door, the pump will begin to turn. When the prompt Load Sample is displayed, dip the probe into the conditioner and wait until white probe closed door is displayed. Use a lint-free tissue to remove the conditioner from the probe and then close the sample door. When complete, press the Home button or Back button, then calibrate. Upon completion, the analyzer displays parameters in green for a successful calibration. The analyzer is now ready for sample analysis. It is very important that the main door is closed during calibration, since it provides shielding from sources of electromagnetic interference. Setting the auto calibration on the SmartLyte Plus. There are two calibration settings for the SmartLyte Plus analyzer: the 4-hour calibration and daily timed auto calibration. When 4-hour calibration is enabled, the analyzer will perform an automatic calibration 4 hours after the previous calibration, only if samples have been run. If no samples were analyzed, the 4-hour calibration will not be triggered. If 4-hour calibration is disabled, all calibrations must be manually initiated by the user except if daily calibration is enabled. An automatic daily timed auto calibration can be set to occur once each day if daily calibration is enabled. The time for the single automatic calibration is set by the user. This allows the analyzer to be ready when the operator requires it at a specific time each day. The factory setting is 7:30 a.m. To set the auto calibration, select Operator Setting in the main menu. Then select Auto Calibration Setting. The 4-hour calibration can be turned off or on by selecting Disabled or Enabled. If enabled, enter the time for the calibration to be done each day. For minimum fluid consumption and maximum readiness, disable 4-hour calibration and enable daily calibration with the time sample testing is expected to start. Once entries are complete, press the green checkbox to save the changes or press the blue Back button to discard the changes. Selecting the calcium units on the SmartLyte Plus. Calcium test results can be reported in two ways on the analyzer. Results can be reported as millimoles per liter or milligrams per deciliter. To select the unit for calcium, start from the main operations menu. Press Operator Settings, then Calcium Units. Select millimoles per liter or milligrams per deciliter from the drop-down menu. Press the green checkbox to save the selection. After the calcium units updated is displayed, press the blue back arrow to return to the Operator Settings menu. This concludes Section 2, Preparing the Analyzer for Operation. In Section 3, we'll review the maintenance procedures for the SmartLyte Plus.